Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, Johnny Sports, and welcome back to the Sprint to Glory. This one is with Switzerland, and I'm really looking forward to this. Every episode so far had over 3,000 likes, so assistant coaches, if we could smash that one once again, that would be incredible. The rules are on your screen right now. Nothing has changed so far, so we can get straight into the first season and show you guys the team that we are doing the Sprint to Glory with. It is FC Vaduz, and as you can see, the only talented player, so to say, that I have right here is my striker Caballero, 68 rated with 80 potential. Apart from him, no one in this team does really have high potential, so I have to try and keep Caballero in the team and move on in every single position apart from the striking position and bring in young talented players from Switzerland. Switzerland definitely is a nation that has a load of talents. Their league also has a load of talents, but in this one I actually only focused on players that have the Switzerland nationality on them. So I tried to go ahead and do that in this one, specifically concentrated on that matter. And later on we will also be bringing in a couple of free agents that really popped up and looked amazing. The first player though is a player that in my opinion is just really amazing. He grew past his potential for me in this one. Edmilson Fernandez, I had to pay a little bit too much money for him, 2 million in the end. 19 years old, 6'3" tall, cam center midfielder, high-low work rates which are amazing, and also he can definitely play on the wings. Don't get confused by his stats right there. He can definitely play on the wings. I used him most of the time on the wings. In the first season we came in like the 7th or 8th position, which was actually quite okay because we only had to avoid the relegation spots. So after the first season, Caballero going up to 71, Fernandez from 67 up to 71, so +4 for that guy. Apart from that, right now we will not be focusing on too many players that are in this starting lineup. But another one is joining in right now. Loris Benito, left back, 24 years old. And this is someone that actually made it through the whole Sprint to Glory and remained in my club. Started off at a 70 rating, and I really didn't think much of him, but in the end he was actually quite decent. At first I used him in the left midfield position because I already had like a decent left back in the team, which actually wasn't decent, but I just had to use him in left midfield. And in our second season we actually came in the 5th position, so I was quite glad about that. We once again achieved our objective. We did good, and you can see Caballero going up to 73, Fernandez up to 74, so +7 growth within 2 seasons for Fernandez, who is actually playing out of position if you look at his stats, but on that right hand side he really grew quite fast. So if you have problems growing him, maybe try and go ahead and play him on the wings like I did. In the center back position, I now needed a youngster to come in. Nico Elvedi from Borussia Mönchengladbach, a really good talent, 70 rated in this season when I bought him, and I thought this is definitely someone that will stick to the team until the end. 72 stand tackle, 74 slide tackle, 6'2" tall, can also play right back and CDM, so I was quite glad that he joined our team. On pre-contract I also got myself Darko Jevtic. He can play cam or CDM, so I got him into my team as an all-rounder. In our 3rd season, we came in the 3rd spot, so that was quite fitting. We were working our way up, first up 7th spot, I believe, then the 5th, and now in the 3rd spot. Hopefully in the next season we could get into the top 2, but there was quite a big gap between us and the 2nd place. If you take a look at the team, Caballero now is 75 rated, Benito on that left hand side in left midfield is 74 rated, Fernandez now 78 rated. He just keeps on growing and doesn't stop. And these are all the players. Elvedi went from 70 to 74, so I was quite happy about that one as well. And in the upcoming season I started to look after free agents, and as you guys know, I like to get some free agents involved into these Sprint to Glories just to show you guys that these guys are also some viable options. This guy was 69 rated. He came into my team at 20 years old. 5-star weak foot, that was quite impressive, and really good physical stats for a center midfielder. Jevtic also joined in after signing his pre-contract in previous January, and now he is 74 rated. Definitely someone that I wanted to use in my starting 11 for that center midfield or center defensive midfield role. Next up, I got myself Rudy Gestere for the cam position, free agent once again. Carlos Reinaldo Azevedo Vieira. That is a really impressive name right there. He joined our team, and Ivan Benegas also joined in. That was a goalkeeper. I definitely needed a goalkeeper. Mine was really bad in the starting lineup, so this guy could straight away jump into the starting lineup. He was 67 rated at this point, Gestere 69, and Vieira 68. Now, we were going after the big players on pre-contract deals. Josip Drimic, once again, another Switzerland player coming in from Borussia Mönchengladbach. He joined in our club, or he will join our club at the start of the next season. This season though, we came in once again in the 3rd spot, but this time the gap between us and the 2nd spot was a little smaller, but the gap to the 1st spot was actually mad. Basel just ran through the league, just basically beat anyone that they played against, and were about to be unbeaten. I think they might have been unbeaten as well. I'm not too sure about that one, but you can see right here, Fernandez 79 rated, Caballero 77, Elvedi also was growing quite nicely on that left hand side. Benito was also doing a good job, and Drimic now came in, and I decided to keep Caballero in the striking position. Drimic can play on the wings as well. I decided to put him onto that left hand side, and Benito now moved down to the left back position where he should actually be playing. Now the big boys are coming in. Shaqiri is now in our team, or let me put it this way again, he will join us at the start of the next season. It's another pre-contract deal, the biggest one so far, and we have sold Drimic for 20 million after just buying him in the last season on pre-contract. So we have made a lot of money in that deal that we are now spending for Embolo. I had to pay 20 million for the 22-year-old player, but you can see his stats right here. Everyone in the career mode community knows about him. He is now overused, and no one can really buy him in their career modes on YouTube because people start complaining everyone buys Embolo, blah blah blah, and in the end no one ends up buying Embolo, and a talent like that gets wasted, which is quite sad. But still, he is helping us in this season to get into 3rd place again. We are just keeping a consistent rate of getting into that 3rd place, and that is good. Caballero 78 rated. On the left we now have Gestere, who is a free agent. Fernandez now in the center midfield position, 81 rated by now. Embolo on the right, 82 rated. Benito on the left back position, and Elvedi now 78 rated. And Shaqiri, now at the start of this season, has joined our team. He's 82 rated, so now he will be replacing Gestere on the left hand side, and he will be playing right behind Caballero. And again, another big transfer, actually the biggest one, because Shaqiri is only 82 rated. Xhaka is joining us on pre-contract, and Fabian Schär as well. FIFA 14, FIFA 15 legend for that centre back position. He is now coming in on a pre-contract deal, and this season, before those two actually joined in, for the first time we have gotten the title. Basel is 5 points behind us, and Vaduz has actually made it to the top of the league to grab that title with Caballero in the striking position, an original player remaining in this starting lineup, even though we had all the money to get in these new players. But that right back position, there's something needed to change. I had a 62 rated right back in there, but Xhaka now came in 84 rated when he joins us, so he is now even better. And for that center midfield, there is just no other choice than buying Xhaka from Switzerland. And Schär is now 82 rated, so he will be playing alongside Elvedi in that center back position. These two guys were really looking good together, and they were just not letting anyone pass them. Ebu Mansell, he is the next free agent that we are buying, but this one is more important. Guillotta, he is a right back, and I really desperately needed a right back. I didn't have any more money left at this point, so I decided to go after the free agents, and Guillotta is a really good one. 72 rated straight when he joined my team, and I knew from that point on this is going to be a great right back for the club. Kazami, he's also starting off at the age of 23 in the first season, so I could get him into my team. And he actually joined in when he was 29 years old. Another really good center midfielder, 83 rated, which I wasn't expecting because that is his potential, and he actually got there without us even using him for a little while, so I was impressed. Xhaka, Kasami in midfield, Shaqiri and Fernandes on the wings, and Embolo finally took over that striking position. 86 rated right now. Shaqiri 85, Kasami 84, Rodriguez the free agent on 78, Xhaka 85, Fernandes is now 83 rated, Bonito, whatever his name is, 77 rated right now. And I needed a little bit of a better goalkeeper, and the only choice that I had was this guy, Yvonne Imvogo. Really weird name right there. I really probably pronounced it wrong, but this season we actually have won the League Cup, and that was quite impressive because we came in the second position. Sadly, we could have gotten the league title as well. We had the best goal difference with over 60 goals on that difference, but sadly still somehow didn't manage to get ahead of Sion, who were quite an impressive opponent in that season. Embolo 87 rated by now. Shaqiri did go up to 86, same with Xhaka. And in that centre back position, Shea was 83 rated, Elvedi 82. And the only position I currently was disappointed with was the right back position. I paid 16 million for Saidi Yanko, 82 rated, only 27 years old after all these seasons. So he starts off at a pretty young age, and he looked incredible. His physical stats were mad. 5'10" tall. Definitely one of the players that I recommend to you guys the most, and that I also will look into in my 1860 Munich career mode for the upcoming season in the Bundesliga. Definitely a player that I have to keep in my mind. And this season, for the first time, we have won the league and the League Cup. So I was really impressed with the performance of my team, and I knew that this had to be the last season. We have achieved everything, and now let's take a look at the squad report. The goalkeeping position, I wasn't really impressed with that talent. Saidi Yanko though, definitely someone that I recommend to you guys. Once again, getting him into your team will really help you out in the future, and he really has some amazing physical stats. Elvedi, honestly, one of those players again that is starting off at a low rating but grows quite fast, and he will be a valuable player for you. And Edmilson Fernandes, probably my favorite in this one. I wasn't expecting him to get to that 85 rating, but he did, and he actually looks insane. I've played a couple of games after recording this, and Fernandes was probably my favorite player because I never expected him to be that good. Embolo, just overpowered. Just definitely overpowered with the 4-star skills. He is literally unstoppable in that striking position. So if by any chance you have never heard of Embolo, try him out and you will fall in love with that guy. But my two big suggestions from this one are going to be Yanko and Fernandes. Those ones are really low rated, and Elvedi as well. Let's make this a top 3. Those 3 players start off at a really low rating and they grow a lot, and that is the fun that I had with this team. In the end, you can see Embolo was the highest priced or valued player in my squad. Xhaka was 87 rated, definitely another one that at this point everyone is trying to pick up in real life, and we will see where he will go at the end of the season, probably into the BPL. But that is it for today, assistant coaches. It would be much appreciated if we could keep the tradition up of getting these episodes to over 3,000 likes. I love you guys. We'll see each other tomorrow on the next episode. Have a nice day and peace.